Greetings to the viewers and subscribers. Today we will be focusing on applied management in 6 summary. I will be specifically focusing on module 1. I'll be explaining these subtopics here, trying to give you a better summary on the aspects of module 1, the points that you need to indulge more with, where you need to focus the most. So I'll be trying to simplify everything so that you get a better understanding of module 1. So if you're new, I would highly appreciate if you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and ensure that you have a scribbler and a pen for taking necessary notes that you think may be helpful to you. So the first point is management activities. So previously in N4 we discussed what is management. We said management is leading, controlling, organizing. So now we want to know the management activities. What can be those activities, right? Knowing that management is leading, controlling, planning, organizing, coordinating. So I'm going to give you, I think, 8 points under management activities. They can come as a 8 question or 6 question or 5 question mark allocation. So we don't know what the examiner can decide, but the examiner can just decide to give you 8 marks under this question, so you don't want to lose silly marks. So the first point is strategic management. So the management activities: number 1, strategic management. Number 2, financial. You can also say financial activities, strategic activities, marketing activities, human resource activities, information technology activities, customer relationships or customer activities, food and beverage activities, home division, or maintenance or security. You can even name the departments if you want to have, or you want to easily remember what are management activities. You can name the you can name the different departments, which is your food and beverage, your financial, your marketing, your maintenance. People who do maintenance, we know they're fixing tabs, and people who work under food and bev, they prepare food. People who work under marketing, they are reliable for marketing expertise. So those are the points that I would like to share under management activities. So diving into the management function. So looking into a management function. So management, what function is when we say something is functional, it means it's operating. Something is working, right? So what makes management operations, or what makes management operating? What are those things that makes management to operate or to be functional? So we are focusing on that in terms of management function. So management function are your modules of N4. So your management functions, or they can say your management characteristics. So the question can differ in terms of how it will be asked. So I said hospitality. Most of the time the question paper, it's like 60% of the previous question paper. So you would find that what has been asked on the previous semester, it's what changes is phrases. It's how they ask questions. So basically they change questions, and if you do not understand, it won't be easy for you to apply knowledge apply what you already know, because the examiner most of the time asks you your understanding, wants to see if you understand. So they keep asking questions in reference of understanding. So a management function, you can write, it's either management function or management characteristics or management characteristics, function or principles. What makes management? So what makes management? It's planning, number one. Number two, organizing. You can put them however. Then my point, it's planning, organizing, coordinating, leading, controlling of resources. So there are 5. So under management function, you can explain that. You can say management function is a process of planning, organizing, leading, coordinating departments, and so forth. So that's the vision of management function. So coming into the different management levels, here I just wanted to remind you of what we have already studied in N4. So I don't want to waste a lot of time here, because I think most of the time we do understand the different management levels, which is the top, middle, and lower. So the top, so normally what I tell my students who I tutor, I say to them, you must always at least have around 3 points under each management levels. So you must be able to tell under top is that we are dealing with strategical planning, we are doing long-term goals, we are planning plans that cover around 3 plus 5 years or 5 years plus, right? Then when it comes to middle, you know that you are dealing with plans that cover 1 to 3 years. We are dealing with departments. We focuses on middle term goals, which is within a quarter or 2 years, or can be a yearly plan. So department focuses on yearly plans, right? So have 3 points under each. You can go back to your N4 textbook. There are a lot of points there. You can put a lot of examples. Some people prefer to say top management, CEO. It's correct to say CEO, because CEO falls under top management. So even if you don't say the points that I just made, you just say CEO. They are accountable for the overall establishment. They are accountable for overall establishment. They set task for what they said tasks for departmental for middle level management. They are the ones that assign tasks to middle management. Just like that, you just have to know about 3 or 4 points under each level, because it can come as a surprise. Of just imagine if the examiner decide to give you that table of different management levels, 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks. It's like 3, 6, 9 marks, just the free 9 marks. So you don't want to miss that, guys. You don't want to miss that. So ensure that you know at least 3 or 4 points under each department, so that you can be safe. Sometimes it can come at the mark allocation of 20. Imagine you're going to miss that 20. So ensure you have around 3 to 5 max, 3 to 5 points under each department. So the difference between conceptual, interpersonal, and technical skills. So this one we have already also covered it in N4. So what is conceptual? Conceptual is overseeing. So applied management, guys, in order for you to be able to understand some of the things, you must learn it as if you are going to be a manager. It will become more easier for you to apply these concepts if only you tell yourself that I'm learning applied management for preparation when I get to work placement. so that I can be promoted to be a manager. Once you learn it, like you wanna master everything because you know you're going to be a manager in the future, it becomes easy. The pieces are easy to break. So applied management is not that hard. It just needs effort and dedication. That's all you need. You need effort and dedication. So, and when you are studying it, try and study it as if you are going to be the one who's doing whatever you are learning. So if I say you're going to be plan as if you are at a top level management, plan as if you are part of the departmental management, plan as if you are at lower level management, which is where you are bound to start. So the easy route to kill a cat is by you thinking like one. So if you think like a manager, it's easy for you to learn what a manager is. So conceptual, I said it's overseeing, having a bigger picture. So that's all that you need to know. When it can come on a one-word question, especially interpersonal or conceptual or technical skills. Technical skills is the ability or the experience and knowledge that one needs in order to perform a specific task. So in order for you to be hired as a manager, you must have the technical skills. The technical skills is you having the ability to know what are the characteristics of a manager, what are the responsibilities of a manager. It's you knowing how to plan different departments, what different departments mean to you as a manager. It's you knowing how to draw organizational structure, you knowing how you are going to set your workflow structure. So all of these things are things that you are going to use when you are promoted to be a manager. These are the things you will be reliable to do as a promoted manager. So the different role managers. So I said conceptual, bigger picture. Interpersonal is the skills of building new relationship or building new communication with new people. So however you put it, but it can come on a one-word question, mostly come on a one-word question, or sometimes they can wants to see if you know the difference between the two, which is they're going to allocate 3 marks for you for explaining conceptual, interpersonal, technical skills. So 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks. So applied, the thing that makes it seem so difficult is because sometimes the examiner would want to brain freeze you by increasing the mark allocation for a simple question. And automatically, if you're not confident, if you do not understand your work, you are bound to write the wrong things, because firstly, you do not understand what you are writing, and secondly, you are not confident in terms of the exam. So applied, it's all about confidence and understanding. So at hospitality, it's all about confidence and understanding what you will be doing when you get hired. So that's all that you need to have. I said different role managers. So looking into different role managers. So we got interpersonal roles. So if you have interpersonal roles, what are we looking for? A figurehead CEO, a leader, that will be able to lead the organization without any conflict. So we are looking for a leader that can apply what's this leadership style? Democratic leadership. So where you can easily communicate with your workers. You are not bossy. You must, when you are promoted to be a manager, you must not feel that you are promoted. No, you must be still the person that you used to work with, and it's just you applying your skills you applying your knowledge, right? The people must not feel that now it's your turn to be a manager. So we must just experience a better vision of you, wanting the best for all of us. So that's the interpersonal roles. So information roles, monitor, which is this will be the usage of computers, spokesperson, convey information to external parties, discriminator, shares information. Oh, this is emanator, not discriminator. This is emanator. So it's a person who shares information. So person will update you at your workplace that please know that next week the schedules are tight, so I would like to see all of you being present. So that's the kind of person information roles will be focusing on. If you are a spokesperson, you are elected to speak for the overall establishment. It means the establishment will have analyzed that you have the abilities, and in terms of intellectualism and your fluency, or your in terms of your how you speak. Maybe you speak in a way that people can easily listen and you can grab attention when you open your mouth. So you can get this role if you have a nicer mouth, if you can speak in good reference. Not like us who are struggling in English, but if you are that good and you can just be picked to be a spokesperson of the establishment, or if there are any news coming to establishment, they want to ask you questions, they would normally pick someone that they know that can quickly think and answer, respond. Like they are used to interaction. So decision roles, entrepreneur, we want someone who can identify new opportunities, conflict handler, someone who can handle conflict, man. We don't want someone who cannot resolve issues. Resource allocator, you give us whatever we need. You must not expect us to work hard, but you are not giving us the necessary tools. Negotiate, you must be able to negotiate that. If you want us to work extra hours, then maybe guys we would have a celebration or a lunch. Negotiate with us so that we feel a sense of belonging. So I said study it as if you are a manager. These are the things that you need to remember when you get elected to be a manager. We must not spot you as if you got promotion somehow. We must be able to tell that you have the management skills, you studied, you really have the management authenticity in you. Like we must see that this person really has the ability to do this role. And then the causes of employee turnover. So now focusing on the causes employee turnover. Now these are the things that makes our parents to not want to go to work. So why would our parents somehow feel like they are tired of working for a certain boss or a certain company? So it's because of I'm going to give you the cause of them feeling that way. So because you are going to be a manager, you must try and avoid making your employees feel this way, because these are the reasons for your employees to not show up, especially when you need them the most. Let's say it's month end, you need them, or it's December, it's festival season. We know December, how hospitality works. If you are going to, especially here in hospitality, if you are going to seek for a job, December won't be the same, because you won't have free time, you won't have time to rest. We work the whole month, so you're going to work the whole month, so you won't be having time to chit chat and drink and go pubs. So in order for you to ensure that your employers show up, you must not set unrealistic job expectations. So you must not overload me with responsibilities of 5 people. I cannot do everything, so you must not overload me with responsibilities for 5 people. I must clean, I must cook, no. We are there to work. I need to breathe. So after cleaning, you are already sending me somewhere. After doing this, already, no. Assign a specific task. I must focus on this and that and that, at least 2 or 3. Then it's reasonable to say, okay, I'm reliable for clearing the tables, for welcoming the guest, for taking orders. That is my duty for the day. So another person will be assigned to ensure any spillage or any improper setting to be fixed by him or her. She will also be reliable to clean the toilets, ensuring the dishes are clean. So you must at least share the responsibilities amongst your workers. You must not overload one worker with 5 responsibilities, guys. So the first point that will cause employee turnover, it's giving your employee unrealistic job expectation. That's your first point. The second point, it's poor job certification. It's not satisfying, right? I work hard and I'm getting 7.5, and I work harder than people that are earning 14,000, 15K. So I won't be satisfied to continue working there. I would seek another better opportunity, because it seems like you are exploiting me, because your job does not meet the efforts that I insert into the establishment. But do not hear me wrong, guys. Must not have that expectations if you are intern, so must not have that in expectations. But I'm just saying, poor job certification, like certification. I said certification. English, guys. Poor job certification. You are not certified, right? They expect you to do things, but they do not give you resources to handle things. Poor job pay, as just like I said, they want you to do more, but they give you less. So we cannot work like that. The job that I'm doing must meet the salary, or must meet the money that I deserve. If I work in 5 departments every day, I must earn. People must see that I work in 5 departments. I cannot be earning like I'm working on 1 department if I work in 5 departments. A manager cannot earn the same way as a general worker. So if you assign me as a manager, it means you are about to pay me more. And then high demand from customers. It can also be employee turnover. So high demand. So when you say high demand, customer expect you to deliver more, which is your establishment cannot deliver. So eventually, because of you always going to face the problems alone, and the establishment won't even notice that you are the ones that are facing these problems. For instance, let's make a quick example of a restaurant. So a restaurant normally runs out of fries, and guests always complain about wanting fries. And why is it seem like you guys are not taking it serious to have phrases in advance? So automatically you get tired by dealing with the same issue every time and a time, and you keep complaining, but it seems like it does not get resolved. It will make you like eventually lose interest in terms of going to work or going to do your job, guys. So it's what will cause you not to show up when you are needed. So irregular and long hours. Your duty is supposed to be 8 hours a day, but now suddenly, because it's hospitality, they want to enforce the idea of 8 plus 4, which is 12 and you take 2 hours break, then you have to rest 6 hours and come back again. So you are not getting enough time. You are not getting enough time to think. You are not getting enough time to freshen up. You would always be exhausted. So you are always exhausted. So we don't want that. Repetitive task leading to boredom. You can't assign me to always mop. I will get tired. I want to also experience other stuff like everyone else. So you can't always assign me to do the mops. Ever since I arrived here, I've been mopping. When am I going to show my cooking skills? When am I going to show that I can serve the people? Like, you would get bored by doing one thing. Even though you wanted the job, it would eventually get to that point where you are bored. So we don't want that. Lack of job security. The job is not promising. It seems like the establishment can replace all of you. If you see that the establishment shows you that you are not that valuable, guys, you would start looking for other better opportunities where they can give you maybe a permanent offer, or they can give you something better, because you can see where you are working. It seems like tomorrow you can wake up and get replaced just like that. So job security refers to the possibility of you not securing a permanent contract. So once you see that the establishment, it seems like it does not want to give you permanent job, and then you're about to find another a better one. So poor managed like leadership. So I said you are a poor manager. You are the manager that got promoted without any technical skills, because we studied hospitality. We are more informed. We have the technicality side of being managers. So you, because you are a sibling to the previous manager, that's how you get elected, and you would lack leadership roles because you do not know how to lead. You do not know how to coordinate things. As intellectuals, as hospitality students with N6 and 12 level 5, that includes applied management, knowing it very well how things must run in an establishment. Come you with poor leadership style, you are going to lead employees with your emotions, not with your intellectualism. So there's a difference between a person who studied how leadership works, and a person who will just lead without the knowledge. So you're going to lead people with your emotions. If you are angry, everyone must be angry. But because of you are an intellectual who studied hospitality, you automatically know how you must behave in a establishment. You know these behaviors. We discussed these behaviors previously in your N5. The professionalism behind it, you know it. So we can't expect you to be a poor manager if you have completed applied management studies. So toxic work environment. So toxic work, there's always conflict. Spusis and Charlotte, they're not getting along. So these two, they are always. It seems like there's a war that is going on, man. There are so many conflicts. It's like you guys do not like each other in the establishment. It's like you would end up killing yourself there. So too much conflict will cause employee turnover. Limited growth opportunities. I cannot work at a hotel for more than 5 years and I don't get promoted, or I don't get anything. It means they do not see me as valuable, most. So I have every reason to leave. I have every reason to not show up because I'm not being recognized. So recognition also helps avoid employee turnovers. So human resource management and its processes. So what are human resource management and its processes? Human resource, guys, remember, it deals with recruiting, firing, training, development. So okay, let me just tell you the points. The point of the human resource management. So the processes of HR, we normally see these people posting a lot on our TikToks, that how they handle our CVs and what's so on. So these people, they are hired to what? To recruit, to do selection, to do placement, to do induction and training and development, remuneration and benefits, labor relations, job design, performance management, and appraisals. So when you are recruiting, you will be asked, what is recruitment? You must able to define recruitment. Recruitment is searching for a suitable candidate that meets the minimum requirement. You must have that definition. It's there on your textbook. What is selection? Selection is choosing the best candidate amongst the prospective candidates. What. You keep on. It must be easy for you to recall. Placement is giving a job to the most qualifying candidate. What. So introduction to a workplace. You introduce the qualified prospective candidate to a working environment. And training and development. You train. You show them how things are done. You show them. If they have forgotten, you remind them, so that to avoid any hazardous accidents. So remuneration and benefits, they need to be discussed by you. You're going to tell the person that you are employing that these are the benefits of working here. You get to eat for free, you get drinks, so meaning you get free transport, you get a free room, you stay at the hotel for free, you eat for free, and you get your salary. But you're going to stay here for 6 months. So the benefit is that you will be eating for free. You're gonna take your money home. So that's the remuneration and benefits. So labor relations, we are still going to dive into labor relations. So you can skip that. At least know about 6 to 8 points. And you must know how to explain them, because under human resource management, they normally ask you to define the points that I've just listed. So job design, how the job is being designed according to your personality and what's so on. Performance management appraisals. If you outperformed a lot of employees, you get a certain what is it? It's like I would say example is like ShopRite. We normally see best cashier for the week. They put an ESA frame to say the best cashier of the week was Miriam. Miriam was rated by every customer that she is the best cashier for the month or for the week. So that's the performance management appraisals. So the steps of recruitment and selection process. The steps are important. You must master them. The steps are important. You must know all of them, because there is a question of steps that will be there on your exam. So you can't skip the steps. When you are studying, you must know them. So here's how you're going to predict which steps are about to come up. So normally the students that I tweet, I tell them, you check the 3 previous or the 2 previous steps. So if we got 6 steps, we got topics of around 6 steps in our textbook. So automatically we're going to cancel these 2, leaving these 3, giving them a probability. Starting with the one that were, or you can go back like 6 semesters back and check which steps were coming up. Right, then the last one, so it will be easy for you to predict the first 2 step processes that might show up on your final exam. So that's how I'm going to make a video showing you how to prepare for exam. So, and I will just be briefing you, but for those who want to join the exam preparation, where we go live, we prepare, we cross night, we do all those things. So The flyers will be there at the end of the video, which is, it comes at the subscription fee, guys. So, but yeah, the steps of recruitment and selection processes. Remember, we said we just discussed the HR processes, human resource management and its processes. So we just discussed it. So now we want to know the steps of hiring that qualifying student or prospective candidate. So the step one, it's a recruitment plan. You must have a recruitment plan. If they place you under HR department, you know that you are going to work with a recruitment plan, and then the point, it will outline the strategy to attract the right applicants. So you must plan what specifically are you looking for, right? You must plan what specifically are you looking for. Then step two, the recruitment advertising. You must plan how you are going to advertise. Who are you advertising this recruitment plan to? Who is your target? So the recruitment advertising is to attract the right applicants for the right position. For instance, I advertise a festival kitchen runners. So automatically, me advertising kitchen runners, I'm attracting hospitality, specifically hospitality students, right? Because kitchen runners are mostly hospitality students, so I'm specifically targeting hospitality students. So that's the whole point of me advertising. Then step three, you are screening and doing selection. So when we are screening, a process of choosing the most suitable candidate for the vacant position. So I want to see, that's where your marks will talk for you. I would see that, hey, you are promising. I see 50s and above. So I might give you it. It means you know half, at least. You know half of whatever you were doing in your institution. You know, at least you know half. So I might consider taking you than taking someone with Madota score. That's what they call it. So the chances of me taking you, they are high, because it seems like you were putting effort, even if you were not putting that effort to get good marks. But I can see that you have something. That's where I will be choosing the best suitable candidate. And then interview, I'm going to interview you now. I want to see if you match your CV. I want to see if you match your intellectualism, the things that you the paper that you gave me that says you can manage stress. This is where I will be testing those things. And then after interviewing, it's assessing suitability and clarifying if the candidate is fit for the position. So I want to see if you are fit. Are you lazy? Are you going to be able to run in the kitchen? Are you going to mess up the kitchen? So I want to see that. So step 5, it's reference and background checks. I need to check your criminal records. I need to check your qualifications. I check all of that. So reference and background checks. Check if you worked previously, where did you work, and is the establishment recognized, and so forth. So reference and background checks is to verify information given by the candidate. And then step 6, job offer and placement of candidate. So I'm going to be offering a job to a successful candidate. So you see how I keep listing the step and explaining it. That's how it might be asked. For 12 marks, they can say, tell us the steps of recruitment and selection process. 12 marks. Then the examiner turns left. You start having a brain freeze. And it's final exam. Tell us steps of recruitment and selection plan, and you didn't start. So guys, I think we have come to the end of the video. Ensure that you subscribe, you follow us, you join us. Just go to the profile, join our public free group. And also, if you have problems, you want help, we also offer our tutoring services. The files are always left at the end of the video. So see you guys in the next video. Ensure that you subscribe, you like.